Welcome back to Grow Moringa Farms. Let's go ahead and make a quick harvest together so that way we can get some of these greens washed up and put into the racks to dry. Spring 2024 is finally here. And so we want to start putting some things back on the website and just need to get these trees trimmed back. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. I'm on the body cam. And the field is looking pretty good. It's almost time to cut the grass again. Take a quick little walk through. I already kind of brought anything back that was in the middle, especially the Mexican sunflowers here. I've just been pulling and trimming some of these branches off that are just going towards the row. Because what I did was make a aisle in between the middle so I could walk up and down the middle here unobstructed and harvest the moringa trees from the middle of the row versus the outside of the row. Because what I want to do is I want to have the outside of the row flow out this way. And then of course we have our moringa sprouts going right now. So let me get a couple greens on the racks right now while we're talking. I did make a couple small harvests since the last time we were here. I got the aisleways now in the middle so we can walk through. I just have to now remove, say, like this tree. Maybe we go ahead and take the opportunity to even just do that. Oh, good. What's going on down here? I can hear some things. Maybe a big leak down here. Oh, yep, definitely a big leak. All right, no problem. This is kind of what I'm seeing now. This drip hose is now starting to get holes. It's only been a week. And this cheap little drip line is cool. It got them sprouted for sure. Now at this point, instead of buying 5 more drip lines like this, like the cheap little kind of like, you know, the meshy one that just like drips completely out, it just ends up getting lots of holes. So let's go ahead and turn this off here. And we'll change that out here in a few minutes. I've already had to fix a couple moments of that hose. So I'll probably buy a little bit thick poly tube, a thicker poly tube with holes in it to act as like a drip line. Maybe put micro emitters on it. Micro emitters, sounding like a real farmer. Yeah. So we get some of these branches cut back and these Mexican sunflowers out of here. So even say like this pile right here would be good to fertilize and even keep some of the grass back. Say on some of the bigger trees like this, I'm going to be laying out live mulch. That's live mulch from the Mexican sunflower. And that's exactly what the Mexican sunflower is for us here in the system, is a living mulch. So something that I just regularly cut back and keep short that's in the system like this. And just, it's something that I always come to always have fresh, live, living mulch. So this living mulch is really going to help keep wild grass back in the summer, especially like these areas right here that are starting to get weeds. Just throw some Mexican sunflower on top of it and it just helps to suppress any of the weeds that are starting to come in the middle here. I'm almost kind of like, dang, do we even really have much greens? I mean, I need to. bring these trees back, I'm just kind of looking around to see which ones even have enough greens to hit. I think one of the things that I may need to do now is even bring some of these big branches back short again, like I did with this tree about a week or two ago. Now it's got a bunch of little cuttings, or a bunch of little suckers coming up, which is great. Same thing with, say, like this one that I just harvested, say, like today, to bring this back low while this one continues to grow tall. Same thing with, say, this one here that I cut back on camera about 2-3 weeks ago right here. It started to push out, it's starting to push out, and then boom, I just cut this one today. So it was about 2 to 3 weeks from the time that I made a big cut, let that dry and seal, then I made a big cut. Now, during the time that I cut this bushed out. So now it's got a lot of nice greens on it, and I was able to bring this one back because this one was super tall. But man, some of these trees look really good. Actually, let me go ahead and bring this one back. See what I'm going to do here is this one's going up directly in, but this one's kind of like coming out really nice and then coming up. I really like that. So bring that back. We got a few greens here that we can get. Also, this one's also on the way in, coming on the way in. So maybe what we'll do is we'll come back. Oh, 10,000 sprouts coming up there. We'll just try to hit maybe anything that's tall, that's kind of going in the middle, like this one. This can continue to widen out by bringing that back. Even going ahead and just bringing this back short again. That's really what we're doing, is I'm just continue to bring these trees back low for more low splitting. Taking anything that's going on the inside, like this one's coming up from the inside. These are all coming up from the inside. So that's another thing that I can do when I'm walking around right now, is just grab anything that's just kind of not, that's just crowding, overcrowding, or say something like this that's just down there. That one doesn't necessarily need to be there. I'll come back and grab all these greens here in a minute. See, even like just doing that helped to open this up a little bit. Grab anything that's on the inside. Just doing little things like that daily. Because I already popped all the tops off 2 weeks ago, and that's what's causing all of this bushing. But if there's like any tree right now that I'm looking that's just kind of stretching tall, like see now, I can come down here. I can walk through the pathway instead of having to jump over or walk over. Look at the Mexican sunflowers. Our first flowers. First Mexican sunflowers. Hey, sweeties. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That smells amazing. That's essentially what a Mexican sunflower is. It's like something like this. I brought this back, or I cut this back about a week or so ago. And I cut this one back about a week or so ago. Now it's got 2 here. But look, this is really crowded right here. So what I might do is bring this one back here to just give that more room. And since this is kind of stretching and getting tall, might as well go ahead and even do that too. And see, even this one's even kind of really tall. Might as well even just bring this one back as well. I'm just trying to get all the trees back down to at least like chest high right now, because once the rains come, then it's really going to pop off. So like even something like this, I was really contemplating, do I bring this one back? And I think I do. I think I do. I was even also contemplating, because this is going into the middle, do I let this big one go and just keep these 2 here that are going out this way? And I was like, I don't want it to lean too far over. This one is also very vertical. It's not like it goes directly into the aisle, but what I would like it to do is kind of split a little bit more sideways down here like this. So I think what I'm going to do, I noticed there's a node right here which may pop out if I cut it right there. So let's look for a node like on the side. Oh, there's a node right there that would pop out on the side. And there's a node about like right there that would pop out. Oh, there's another one that would possibly pop out about right there. So I like this one right here. So I'm going to cut it just above that one at an angle. The angle is going to come down here, so that way this has more room to seal and dry. Although there's a chamber that runs all the way through here, so that way when the water is pumping up, it doesn't go back down, so it stops. So that's why when you cut, you want to cut about in between the nodes in the middle. And then I do the angle so that way the water runs off. This is good. So then we just got a bunch of greens there. And I'm just making one cut off of each tree, so that way they're not stressed. Like look at this one. This one's kind of coming in the middle like this. So I can bring that back. Just a nice simple cut. This one also, let's go ahead and clear out some of this down below. We really don't want any of this extra crowding down here. These are sucking nutrients from the roots. So I mean, we do want to maintain healthy coverage away from the trees. Also, if it rains or anything, it's also just causing extra wetness. Oh, this is kind of weird. It like comes really weird like this, but I'm going to keep that. I am going to take this one because that one's just kind of coming in the middle. By taking that now, what that does is that opened up the middle, brought this one a little bit further out. I will go ahead and pop this top. So that way that splits back out, and I will pop this top. So that way that also splits back out. Bringing them all back short. Hey, Miss Mulberry. Hi. I might have to move. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. So good, tart. Oh, that lets you know that you're alive. Oh, that was so good. But see, like I planted it in the middle of the road, but I've since changed my kind of idea where I do want to walk all the way through. I was kind of thinking having an end cap. So it kind of stops the space. But I really want to, at this point, flow all the way through the middle and walk through the middle here. So if there's any tall ones that I see, I'm really bringing them back now. Like even this one's still a little bit bushy and tall. I really like how this is coming out. This is a little bit crowded here. That's going into that one. Any other tall ones? A few, like even like that one over there is a little tall. That one over there is a little tall. I'm gonna have to come back around and make sure I grab all these greens. I'm not gonna just leave them out here. Oh, see how like this one's kind of just going down, like it's just flowing downwards. Just gonna just take that down gently. This one's kind of coming out this way, so I will, because that's going into the middle of the aisle, so I will bring that one back. And look, same thing with this one right here. Like this one's kind of coming in, preventing it from really opening up now. Maybe back before when it was smaller, it might have been good, but now that the tree is getting a little bit bigger, we're really beginning to widen these trees out now. Like even this one here is nice, but it's coming into the other one, so I will pull that one off, just so that way this now opens up and starts to fill out. See this one? See, this one's really light green. It does have a little bit of a red stem, but you can clearly see the difference in the green, the type of green. And that could be the difference between regions, like a California one, like maybe this is a California seed, and maybe this is more of an Indian seed, because what I think is a lot of the moringa grown in California look like this, is what I've noticed. They have a little bit bigger of a green, and they have a little bit of a lighter green color versus say something like this that's really dark and small and tiny and green with lots of little red. They come from different regions. See, look, right there, boom, just brought that back because that was starting to get a little wonky, and it has flowers on it. And I don't want any flowers right now on any of the trees. There's actually a tree over there that has flowers. I'll get that later. Right now, I'm just starting to get anything that's really tall, like something like this. Now that it's tall, and we cut these back a couple weeks ago and they're starting to sprout, what I can do now is even just bring this one back down a little bit shorter. Okay. This is all really nice here, but now there's starting to be ones that come into the middle. So we really just will pull anything that's coming into the middle, which may not be much right now. And we want to pop tops. And everything else looks really good on this one. This tree looks really nice. Really like it. Just getting a little bit of greens off of each one. Nice. Let's come over here. This one's looking really nice. We'll just keep going low and grab it. Anything that's just crowding and in the middle. Like even like this one is going into this one, which is now pushing this one over. You can see it. You can see how this one is pushing over. Which one do we want? Do we want the one that's here, or do we want to let go of this one? Let's go all the way back to the bottom and assess. This one comes up. It's got 1, 2, 3. This one comes up and it's got 1. See, at first I was going to take this one. But now I feel more inclined to let this one go and make this one more prominent. Because this one already has 2 going out this way. This one only has 1. To cut this one, it would put more on this, but it's like this is higher up. This is lower. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way back. And then boom, that opens that up. Then we'll pop this top. That'll split out here. Boom. Even this one's kind of coming into the middle. Look at this. We're just going to continue to open it up. Do you see how I did that? See how I did that right there? That was sitting right there. It's going up and in. But by doing that now, this then brings it out. Swoops it out even more. Like, look how much more this swoops out. I did the same thing there. Swoops out. This one was coming out. Cut it. Swoops out even more. And then boom, pop the top. Now that's all going to boom. Nice. I really like this one. This is the aisle here. This one kind of comes out into the aisle. This one. Actually, these two for sure, because they're going out into the aisle. But then bring this back because this is going into the middle. Let that take a chance and split out again. This is coming into the middle. This is crowded here too. Like, look at this. This one's got a wonky one that's just kind of coming down. This one's going into that one. This one, I don't know, I might not even, actually. And I also look at the structure, like how it's connected. Like, this double connection here is like not really as strong, but like look at this nice single connection here. And I'll pull on it. Oh, I don't know, that seems pretty soft. Ooh, that one seems pretty solid. Which one do I want? This one kind of has a weird cut to it right here. It might have already been damaged. It could heal itself, but it seems like it would break really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one off. All right, keep this one, pull that, boom, now that's like that, and then pop the top and let that split. Just anything that's kind of tall right now, anything that's going in the middle, just grabbing a little bit of greens off of each tree. This one's starting to crowd down below a little bit, so let's go ahead and pull anything that's just not really serving the structure of it. Do we want that one? I really like this one. This one's just kind of crowding this one here. It's weird. I'm looking at how it connects to the base. Like, this one's just coming off to the side. it's not as structurally sound. So we'll pull that one. Boom. Plus it was just kind of crowding. These are also crowding these two. It's just in the this one's just in the middle of these two. So I'll also just take that. Thanks, Miss Moringa. And then continuing to widen it out, like that could be good, but this one, not so much. Hopefully you saw that. And then like this one. But that's the thing, like sometimes you don't always have to bring it all the way back. Even if you don't want it and you know eventually it's gonna change, for right now, like what I'm doing is I'm just, oh, I like how this goes like this now actually. Like that's what I'm saying. Like right now, this one is gonna come out and this one's still here, but eventually as this one gets bigger, it may actually be a lot better and take this one off as this one comes up. But I don't need to necessarily take this one off right now. It's got a bunch of greens on it. If it's got like 3, like the one that I just pulled right there, it had had 3 suckers on it. I brought it back to 2. And then just popping tops. Don't cut your fingers. Go really careful. Yeah, we can pretty much pop all tops too. It's really important right now because it's just going to keep the trees short. It's also going to keep bushing them out right now. And that bushiness is keeping the greens green. People will call me and say, hey, will you come harvest my tree? And the first question I ask is, when was the last time she was harvested? Never. Okay, well, just go ahead and bring her back down low and then call me in a couple months when she has all new green growth. Don't call me for when all she is brown, yellow, and lanky. Call me when she has a full load. Yeah. But see, that I've only learned that after getting thousands and thousands of calls saying, come harvest my tree. And I said, okay. But then I learned over time, like it's just not as desirable to go hit a tree when the people are not even taking care of the tree. Like I only want to come to it when it's nice and bushy, but usually people call me when she's not looking good, or when it's after the season, or when the drumsticks are too dry. You know, all the times that are after the good times. And so that's why I'm teaching everybody to do that, so that way they can learn and also be more receptive to growers and get more help. Because like in the wintertime, you can bring the trees back down low, bring them short. You know, even if you're older, get somebody to easily just cut it and toss it. It breaks down really easy. But then like when she's really like bushing out, then have your moringa growers come by, because then they can benefit. All right, good. That's probably the biggest one over there, but they all look a little bit shorter, a little bit lower now. They all look a little bit more uniform. Not too many tall boys. Like these ones over here are still kind of tall, but I already hit that one. Maybe I go ahead and bring one of these back short. I already brought that one back short. Maybe just one of these ones. And then we'll call it a day. We'll go in, we'll wash these up, just get a little bit on the racks. Which one? Because I really do want to bring this one back short. As much as I love it splitting up here, this just really grew up really fast last summer. I like this height, so I might bring it back just a little bit lower, like down here. Like, see how this node's coming out right there? Boom, I would really like that to pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring it back. And you just wanna score all the way around the edge, and then it can snap off. Like that. As long as the edges are all scored completely, boom. That's why I like working with Moringa, because it's very malleable. Now, like this will pop, all of these down here will pop, boom, and it'll get really bushy down here. It was getting bushy here, but I'd rather have like a second or third tier right here. So getting the first tier right there is good. Oh, I see another instance where I can widen this tree out, especially right here. Boom. There's another example of a piece going vertical when there's a piece going out. Get that piece that's going vertical out of there. To keep that tree from coming out. Man, I'm bringing them all back short. Man, I've been wanting to bring this one back for like a whole year. Should I do it right now? It's got some damage to it like this. This was damaged. This got damaged. I'm not sure exactly when. This has been like this for about a year, but I can't just keep it like this. I might have to bring this one all the way back down to here. She got a lot of damage. Get her to restart. Let's do it. Now's the time to get all these trees bushy and start over again. Okay, it's going to be really dramatic, but she's going to be healthier for it. And she's going to come out with a bunch of new stuff. Actually, this one's really nice up here like this. So what I might do is actually go at this angle right here. Man. I don't know, should I keep this low one right here? And just, it's just, this is completely rotten out right here. It's nuts. But if I go at an angle right here like this, it'll bring it right back to that edge and she'll seal up. Oh. And this will also help her to push new roots. See how loose this is too? Oh, thank you, baby. Yeah, see, she's rotten all the way down in there. But what that'll do now is that'll completely stop. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. That'll completely seal it up. Oh, looks like we're going to have a node come out right over here. Right here. A node is going to come out right there. So that's going to be fine. And another one maybe come out down here. There's another couple of moments where she's going to come back. So we'll keep her in touch. Let's give her some good energy. Thank you, Miss Moringa. And thank you all for watching and learning and participating. Moringa love. Blessings. Prosperous growing. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Grow Moringa YouTube channel and like this video. Leave a comment down below if you need any help, any questions. If you need help, let me know. You can also call me, text me, 813-696-6676. Moringa love, family. Peace out.